Hey friends, my name is Jaleesa and this is my BookTube newbie tag because I'm new to BookTube and I'm from the South. I'm from Atlanta. When you walk into someone's house and you don't know them, you greet them and then you introduce yourself. So this is my way of introducing myself to all of you. And you'll see me look down occasionally. I do have my iPad here because I have been watching BookTube newbie tag videos and I found questions that I wanted to answer. I do have a few. Not really. I wouldn't say any of these questions are unique, but I did not jot down exactly whose video I got them from. So my apologies. I will just blame that on my head, not my heart. I believe in giving credit where it's due. Okay. So let's hop into the first question. Pretty simple. Why did I join YouTube? Okay. So really, I've been on YouTube since like 2012. But like back in the day, I was trying to be a singer, but I let that dream go. I come from Book Talk. And I am a talker. I love to talk about books. And I had already been considering like making the transition to YouTube. But since it looks like Book Talk is finna be no more, I figured, you know what? We're doing it. We are going to do it. So I feel like I've been in my studying phase. I've been checking out the lay of the land. I've been subscribing and watching people on BookTube and really just trying to see if this is a space I could join and enjoy being a part of, and it is, which is why you're watching this video right now. Okay. Question number 2: what unique things can you bring to YouTube? I think first and foremost, my love and adoration and appreciation for Black indie romance books. I'm a Black indie romance girly. Okay, romance is my favorite genre. I prefer the books that come in Black. But if it's written by an independent author, baby, I'm going to eat it up. It's just something about reading a Black indie that just does it for me. But I, over the past year, have learned that, like, romance is not the only genre out there that I enjoy. When I was younger, I read a little bit of everything. But I have been in, like, a romance haze for years. And I kind of came out of that a little bit this year. Or in 2024, because by the time y'all see this, it'll be 2025. Nonetheless, I finally came out of that, and I am reading anything that interests me. But I do prefer my books come in Black, and I would like to be kind of like a go-to space for all things Black romance, Black books. I'm not really big on like self-help or memoirs or anything like that. But you know, if it's a good one, I can get down with it. I mean, I'm not opposed to giving anything a try, but sometimes shit gets weird. I don't know. Question number 3. What am I most excited about? I think just connecting with other readers. That's the part that I love about being bookish and having a platform in general, is that you are able to talk to people that you probably would not meet on the street about books, and you're able to connect with them and you're able to hear their takes on something, and that might differ from yours, and so you're able to have a conversation about that. I just am really excited about the opportunity to be introduced to other authors and other readers, and also to maybe introduce readers to other authors or genres or books, or just, you know, you never know what can happen out here on the interwebs. Okay, Beyonce's internet is a crazy place. Truly, it is. Question 4: why do you love reading? Reading makes me happy. I like escaping into words in a story about two people that are not real, but getting caught up in it. I love the way books make me feel. And sometimes it's not always a good feeling. Sometimes it's really happy. Sometimes books piss me off. They make me really, really mad. Sometimes I have to take a step away from books because I have to constantly remind myself, like, Jaleesa, these are not real people. This is fiction. These people do not exist, but I be feeling it. I enjoy that. I like how when I have a bad day, I know that I can escape into somebody's story and kind of just be. I don't have to think too hard. I don't have to do too much work. I can just enjoy what's been given to me. And that is what I love the most about reading. And what I've also learned is reading really makes me think. And it's crazy because I don't like to think when I read. I just like to read. Okay. Like don't make my brain and my wheels get to turning. I do enough of that in my everyday life, but I enjoy it. And so even coming to terms with that and being like, damn girl, you do actually like for books to make you think about things differently, see different perspectives. I think there's so much knowledge in reading, and I don't just mean reading nonfiction books. I think there's a lot of knowledge in fiction because you're hearing different perspectives from people that, again, you probably wouldn't talk to on a regular basis. Reading is just my jam. Like books, Beyonce, and Broadway, three things that make me happy all the time. Just that simple. What got me into reading? My mom. I'd like to say that I've always been a reader, but growing up, my mom was a really big reader. Every Friday night, we were at the Stone Mountain Library checking out books. So I went through like my Babysitter's Club and Sweet Valley High, Sweet Valley University. That's when I thought I was a real reader because, you know, the books was thick. And then I got into like Gossip Girl really heavy. I've just always been a bookworm. Like I love reading, and I got away from it when I was in undergrad because, you know, in undergrad they force you to read. I was like, you're not gonna force me to read and then you want me to read for pleasure? No. But towards the end of undergrad, I got back into books really, really heavy, and it's been nonstop. And that was in like 2012. I've been in a book every day since 2012. So it's just the shit I love to do. I love it. Number 6, what challenges do I think I'm gonna face? Boy, let me tell you something. BookTube is intimidating. Okay, it requires such dedication. It requires planning. It requires effort. And I'm, you know, again, I come from Book Talk. But on Book Talk, if I have a thought, I can open up my camera, record my thought, and post it, comment, chit chat with my friends. And coming over to BookTube, it doesn't necessarily work like that. You really have to find your tribe, find your people. You have to interact. You have to plan things out. I'm terrible at planning things out. Like I will come up with a plan and I'll think it's a good plan. And then when it comes time to execute that plan, sometimes it's like, girl, like what were we thinking? That's not going to work. But I think just really getting into a groove with how I want to create, how I want to post, what I want to, like what I want to do in this space is probably going to be the most challenging thing. But I'm also not scared. Like I'm not worried about challenge. I'm coming for all the things in 2025, and I'm ready for more. And more for me right now means being on BookTube and doing longer form content and having conversations that I might normally shy away from, but that I'm ready and prepared and comfortable to talk about. Now, even if that's just me talking to this camera and y'all listening to me, I'm prepared for that. Yeah, that was a good ass answer. I didn't even practice that. Favorite genres. We've already established romance. I prefer Black romance, contemporary romance, historical romance, dark romance, urban romance. If it's people falling in love in your book, I want to read it. Okay. But I've also gotten into a lot of women's fiction, historical fiction, romantasy, which is like a combination of romance and fantasy, eating that up. I've read some dark academia in 2024 that I really got into, so I was loving that. Anything LGBTQ plus, I need to do better and read more diversely as far as that is concerned. But like I said, I'm gonna pretty much read anything. Don't send me no self-help. Don't send me no memoirs. Those are books that I need to find for myself to see if I would be interested in them. But anything else, if you have a book rec, baby, the comments are open. Okay, I love to read. The best thing about books is they don't go nowhere. Like once you own the book, that's your book. Unless you lose it, then you gotta rebuy it. But that's neither here nor there. And my last one, a trope that I love and a trope that I hate. A trope that I love. You know, I like second chance romance. A lot of people don't like second chance because it's like, girl, leave that man. Why are we going backwards? In real life, I don't believe in second chance romance. I believe in looking for it. In fiction, I'm gonna eat that shit up every single time. A trope that I hate. You know, I really hate cheating in books. It just grinds my gear because, like, don't cheat, just leave. Like, why are we putting this fictional lady or this fictional man through all of that? Except there are some exceptions where I actually enjoyed the cheating. But like overall, if you are like, hey, this book, they're gonna be cheating for real, I'm probably gonna say no to that. I'm lying. I'm probably gonna read it and I'll probably enjoy it, but like I don't like cheating. I don't know. That feels crazy to say, but it is what it is. Anyway, that is my BookTube newbie tag. I'm again really excited to do this. I am incredibly nervous, but I think nerves are just a sign of great things to come. So I will be back later on this week. My first official BookTube video, now that I've introduced myself, will be my top 24 reads of 2024, which I actually have not even finalized that list, and I probably need to go do that now. So don't forget to click the subscribe button. It's down there somewhere. I haven't figured out where yet. I'm gonna be better at that. And I will see y'all next time. Have a good day.